Hello everybody and welcome back to Maths with Miss Buick. In this video we're going to be focusing on the modulus, and it's written in notation like this. So it's an x with two parallel lines encasing the x. So you're probably wondering, what is the modulus? So the modulus of a number is a measure of its size or magnitude. So in other words, what is the length of the number? The graph of f of x is equal to the modulus of x is found from the graph f of x is equal to x by reflecting in the x-axis the part of the graph for which f of x is less than 0. So in this video we're going to focus on graphing the modulus of x. So we begin by firstly graphing y is equal to x. So the graph y is equal to x is a linear graph, so it's this. So y is equal to x. And to form the modulus of x, well, you can see here that we don't want any of our graph being less than 0. So the graph is always less than 0 underneath here. So it's less than 0. So to form the graph y is equal to modulus of x, we take our y is equal to x again, and we reflect this part up here along the x-axis. So you can see here now, this is the graph of y is equal to the modulus of x. I'm just going to get rid of this part down here. So you can see here now that this is our graph. So it's a V shape. Now on to another example of getting a modulus graph. So sketch the modulus of 3x plus 5. So we're going to start off by doing how we would normally sketch a graph. So we're going to start off at the x-axis, y is equal to 0, and at the y-axis, x is equal to 0. So let's begin by inputting these values. So at the x-axis, y is equal to 0. So we have 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. So we always take out the modulus when we're solving, and we get a value for x here. So 3x is equal to negative 5. So x is equal to negative 5 over 3. So that implies that the graph is cutting the axis at this point. And then at the y-axis, x is 0. So let's substitute in 0 for the x. So we get 5 here. So 5. That means that the graph is cutting at 5 on the y. So this implies we have 0, 5. Now to graph. So we're going to draw an x, y grid. And we'll plot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's not very accurate, but it's fine for the purpose of this video. So let's start out by plotting 0, 5. So 0, 5 is up here. So we'll extend that so it's there. And then we have minus 5 over 3. So that's in between here roughly. So it means that if we take a red marker and join these together, so let's pretend it's joining there, like that, and there. Well, this is our line, 3x plus 5. And if we want to make the modulus of 3x plus 5, we have to reflect this part of our graph in the x-axis, so we go this way with it. So now we get rid of this part down here, and we have our modulus graph. The modulus of 3x plus 5.